Hi guys, girls and non-binary pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. I still haven't got my setup correct yet, so we're still filming in my bedroom, but I am getting that sorted very, very soon. Jake's gonna help me out with it. In today's video, we are doing a check-in, and we're checking in for week 4 of July, so the final week. Not only is it a closeout, but I've also got some incredible news for you. In this week, I made my final consumer loan payment, so I am now consumer loan debt-free. There's been a lot of milestones along my debt-free journey as I've paid off the credit card, as I've paid off my overdraft, as I've paid off little bits, but this was the big one for me. If I paid extra, there would be extra charges. So I kind of had to let this one run its course. So I kind of didn't have any control over it. However, I knew there was an end date in sight and I knew it was going to happen. So if you're on any sort of plan, or if you've got a loan similar to mine that it just doesn't make sense to pay back early, use this video as reminder that in the end, it happens. It just does. You just need to be patient with it. In terms of my overall debt number, I only owe my student loan now, which is £1,147, something like that. And do you know what? That's nothing. That really is nothing. I will have that cleared by the end of the year. I really, really hope I do. But I do have a wonderful video coming out really, really soon where I'm talking about how I paid off my debt, what it was like, and maybe some tips and tricks, and maybe a bit of a tool that you can use that would help you if you are in a big amount of debt like I was. But anyway, let's get back on track for today's video. This is a closeout video, so what we're doing is we're looking at all of my spending, my groceries, my petrol, unbudgeted spends, and anything like that. I've got household in there as well. So all of my spends that I did last week. I'm also looking at the budget. So am I on track? Did I do the right things? And then we're closing down the budget to see where did we land and how did it work out. It looked like it was going to be a very generous month, and I kind of took my eye off the ball, I feel like, but I'll show you that towards the end of the video on what I was actually left with at the end of the month. Just like any other video, what we're doing after this is we are cash stuffing into this week, and we're using August money for that as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at my gorgeous June budget. No, not June. Let's go ahead and take a look at my gorgeous July budget booklets. Okay, so here we are in the July exclusive budget booklet. July is over on my Etsy store, but we still have some budget booklets in stock, and they are now currently reduced by 20%. We're also using the stickers that come with it. And we're using an extra sticker sheet that is available on my Etsy store. We're going to start by tracking my expenses for the week commencing the 24th of July. On the 24th, we had a no spend day, no money came in, no money came out. It was a lovely day. On the 25th, the Sky bill came out and it was £26 as expected. On the 26th, it was the internet bill and it was £29.50, more than I was expecting. I'm not happy with these at the moment. I do need to call them up. The 27th was a no spend day. On the 28th, it was Jake's birthday. Council tax came out. And we paid the final loan payment, which was £90.19. We went to Tesco for barbecue food. It costed a lot more than what we had, but I spent £50 from my groceries budget, the last of the household budget, which was £8.51, and then whatever was left over, Jake paid for. And then the 30th was a no spend day. We've still got one day left over on the 31st of July, and that's the start of the next week. So we haven't quite finished with this booklet yet, but what we're gonna do now is move over here and check in on the 4th week. So I'm gonna start by filling in everything that I know.
So for spending, I stuffed 0. I didn't give myself anything, and then I spent 0, so there was nothing to roll over. For groceries, we stuffed £50. I spent the full £50. There was nothing left over. For petrol, I stuffed nothing, I spent nothing, and then there's nothing to roll over. For household, we didn't stuff anything. We rolled over £8.41, but we spent the full £8.41 on barbecue food, so there's nothing to roll over. And for unbudgeted, there we didn't have any additional unbudgeted spends, so we're just rolling over the minus 79.11. So my buffer will have to take care of that. So I had £50 to spend plus the 8.41, and I spent 58.41. That was a quick check-in. Right, what we're gonna do now is move over to the budget, see where we're at, make sure that I can close out effectively and make sure that it's okay. So we just need to fill out these last half of the bills here. So Sky did come out last week and it was £26. Internet came out and it was £29.50, which was not what I wanted. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. I'm not happy with them. Council tax was £139, and we didn't do cat food, so that is 0. So last month, all in all, we spent on our bills £641.68, which gave us £1,736.01 left over, which seems like a lot, but I definitely spend it in this section up here. Moving up to envelopes, I didn't actually add anything extra, and I did need to, but I didn't add anything extra in. After I overspent, I was considering maybe just adding a little bit into the categories, but I didn't. It was absolutely fine. So it was £510 in the end, which left me over with £1,226.01. Moving over to our sinking funds. So we did stuff £25 into water, and then that got immediately spent on the water bill. Car maintenance, we did do £25. We did £100 of Spain, and that was converted straight into euros. I spent £75 plus on my birthday, but that's how much I stuffed. And then the flights were £366 as well, so that's all bought and paid for. Then we stuffed 110 into Christmas, the 52 envelope challenge. We did do a buffer of £100 into moving, and that was fully spent. And the 100 envelope challenge, we did stuff 89. We did the 89 envelope. So all of that was pretty much accurate. So I'm glad that we were able to commit quite so much to savings last month. So for sinking, all in all, we budgeted £200, but we actually managed to do £890, which is that's such a blessing. When am I ever able to do anything as vast as that? That's really, really good. So ended up with £366.01 left over. So debt. Soon this debt category will be gone. I spent £90.19 on the loan, which was the final payment. Together with a £100 student loan payment means that we spent £190.19, which left me with £145.10. So we didn't add anything in the savings category to emergency fund because that's pretty much remained stable at £3,000 for a really, really long time. So I'm pleased. I do want to get my emergency fund to about £4,500, but at the moment I'm kind of just focusing on this student loan. But yeah, so we are saving for pension, and I did commit £118.55 to pension, but then if you remember from my August budget, I have already spent that on student loan. So it was £118.55, which left me with £26.55. Now that might sound like a good buffer, but I spent it. So if you remember from my check-in over here, I'm £79.11 overspent. So that 26.55 completely swallowed, and my buffer is literally at 0. Like there's nothing in there, so I need to rebuild that again. And I know that's like a story that I kind of do all the time, but yeah, that's where we're at. So we did make it through July. I didn't have to commit so much to savings and sinking funds, but I'm so glad that I did. So all in all, I am really pleased with this budget. I think it served its purpose, and do you know what? I overspent a lot in July. I don't do that regularly, so I need to cut myself some slack. Okay, so we're here at the cash stuffing portion of today's video. I absolutely love doing this, and it's nice to actually be able to do this and put some petrol in my car and have some spending money. So what we have is we have my August exclusive envelopes that are available on my Etsy store. This is option E in the mini, we have option A in the midi, and we have option C in the zipper. However, Jake does have the correct grocery one in his Jake has the actual grocery envelope on him in his bag, so I'm just going to stuff this one for now. This has got the £40 household in it as well, so I love starting a new month. I feel like I've got loads of money, so let's go ahead and stuff cash. So start with groceries, so £50, and then I should be left with 150 for the next 4 weeks. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40, 50. Perfect. You know what's coming up next, and so do I, and I haven't done a savings challenge in a really long time. Okay, that's groceries done and dusted. Moving over to petrol, I give myself £30. So let's do 30, and then I should be left with 90 for the next 3 weeks. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Lovely. But before we stuff it, let's move over to our petrol savings challenge. Here she is. This is my pastel 10-sided dice savings challenge. This comes with a 10-sided dice. Normally I have a pink one, but I can't find it, so I'm using somebody else's yellow one for now. And what I'm gonna do is every time I go to stuff petrol, I'm gonna roll this 10-sided dice. Whatever it tells me to save is what I will save. So let's hope it is kind, because I have run my tank down to almost 0, but I don't really need to go very many paces, so I don't mind if it's a 10, to be honest. So let's just see how it goes. Oh, okay, I probably shouldn't have said I probably shouldn't have said I don't mind it being a 10, because it's actually rolled on a 10, so right, okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that. It's all right. Let's stuff that 10. And then we've got £20 for petrol for the week, which, to be honest, now that I am not travelling between 2 homes, that's all good. So petrol is stuffed. Next we have my spending money, and it's almost exactly the same as petrol, but we have £30, that's 2 10s, 2 5s, and I should be left with 90. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Lovely. Okay, so before we stuff that, let's move over to my 1050 challenge. My 1050 challenge is essentially the same as the 10-sided dice challenge, but with this one you get a 20-sided dice, and today I'm showcasing the green one because I can't find my pink one. Love these green ones. There's loads of these in stock if you want to get your hands on it. Right, should we roll this and see what the damage is? I know that I can cope 2 weeks with 0, so I mean, what's the worst you can do? Actually, I shouldn't have said that. No. Be kind, be nice. 9. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, 9's not too bad, actually. Let's put that in. So I've got £21. Actually, that makes me smile. Like if you could see my face, if you could see my face right now, you could tell that I'm smiling. I'm actually happy. £21 feels luxurious. I'm just going to sign this 9 off, and I realise I've done all the 9s. I've already saved all the 9s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this 8 and take another £1 out. So I'm taking this £1 out, and I'm going to give myself £22 for the week. I could have done it with a 10 and put £1 back, but I want a nice week. So yeah, I've done all the 9. So yeah, that was silly of me. Thank you so much for being with me this week. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much. I will see you again really soon.
Hi guys, girls and non-binary pals, thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. And that is all I have for you this week. I'm not going to do any name announcements for Patreon today because we've just gone through the first of the month. So I'm still waiting for some payments to clear. Some patrons have dropped off where their payments have declined. So if your payment has declined and you still want to remain a patron, you might want to take a look at your account details. But other than that, we do have some new patrons, but rather than doing everything in the melee, I'm going to save it for next video and really properly introduce you. Thank you so much for everything this week. I've had a tough week and you'll see that on the vlog, but I'm feeling better and I'm doing better. So thriving, bestie, thriving. I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful budget. Always remember,
Don't trust Ira.
and I will see you again very, very soon, bestie. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.